Hey everybody, welcome. We are at a pivotal point now in our journey of IVF. We are now in the point where we are going to be injecting progesterone. So at this point now, today's date, always gotta check the date. Today's date is July 9th. In just a few days, on July 14th, my wife and I will be doing the transfer of our embryo into her body. And I'm excited. I'm nervous. Obviously, this entire journey you all have been watching is just leading up to one of the greatest moments of our life, and that is us having our first child. Now, obviously, we are, of course, excited, but at the same time we're being cautious because every single thing that we do, every medication that we take is very important. So we have to make sure that everything is done very, very correctly. Okay, super correctly. So right now we're taking something called progesterone oil. Progesterone is supposed to help my wife in the process of making sure that her body has the right chemicals and hormones in order for her to properly help the child grow in her uterus. Before we took this medication, there's video obviously and footage of us doing Lupron and also doing the estrogen pills as well. All of this is used to make sure that everything goes well for the pregnancy. This is a very important time, and now we're at the point where we are going to basically crossing the bridge. We are almost there. So now this will be us showing you the progesterone injection process. So here we go. There'll be a lot of blurring, by the way, because it has to be done in the butt. So that'll be fun. It's the butt. Here we go. All right, everybody. So here's the process of trying to get your progesterone oil inside of the needle.
You're not a catalog.
I am a catalog of wealth. I'm a wealth of information. We're going to do this for the people. So first, of course, you put the needle inside of the progesterone bottle. Make sure there's no debris. Make sure your progesterone oil is not cloudy, which ours is not. The next step is then you, since she's out of the camera view, do your thing. Put the oil inside of the syringe. She's doing that now. We have to do, what is it, one
milliliter.
1 milliliter.
mg.
So that's what we're doing
50
now.
mg 1 ml.
50
there's
mg
no
1 ml.
liquid coming in here. So
That's weird.
Not sure what that's about.
You want me to do it? Alright, had a few difficulties, but we figured it out. Had a very informative video for us. And this is the end result. This is what it looks like right here. And let me see if I get it focused. And that's the needle. So, give you guys an idea of what we're doing here. Alright.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
So you're gonna have to cleanse the area again.
Which side am I doing it on? Okay. It's this side. You say cleanse the area one more time?
Yeah.
Right here?
Is that where it is?
I think so. It can't be too low.
I think it's right here.
You sure that's not too low?
I think it's right here. What you think?
I'm asking you.
Honey, I showed you where I had pointed out earlier. You said that was it. Is that it or is that not it?
I saw a diagram. I didn't see you.
Okay, you can't.
So I'm looking on you.
Okay.
I'm trying to make sure. You and the diagram look very different.
So it's kind of like,
That's like further up here.
it's like right above cheek, maybe
Yeah,
right here.
like right there. And okay, here we go.
Is that the area?
Yes,
Okay.
it's got oil coming out, but hey,
Should I lay down maybe? Or do you think I should stay open?
I think you should be fine here. Unless you want to lay down. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Okay.
You know where you're doing it, right?
Yes, it's right here. Now, I'm just making sure that's the amount that it should be. That's the total of it, right?
There's one.
All right. Alright, here we go. Spread it, jam it, right?
Oh, yes. Hold on.
Eyebrow. I need to get some I'm nervous too, man.
Maybe I should hold on to the cable.
Oh gosh. Okay. Alright. So right here we go.
You should put it on my skin and then jab it, honey.
That does not make sense. It says just jab. Yeah, I think you're making it a little bit too
But what I'm
much.
saying is don't come from the air like you're stabbing me with a knife. Put it on and then...
Okay, I mean, if you'd rather. Alright, we're right here.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go.
Make sure you spread the skin.
Slowly push.
Did you inject it?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Yeah,
Shh.
slowly push. Is it in my skin?
Yes.
Slowly, slowly. Oh, you didn't pull back, did you?
I'm supposed to?
You were supposed to pull back to check for blood.
Oh,
It's
well,
too late now.
it's taking so long to go in.
I played the videos for a reason, honey. So that I wouldn't be the only one watching them. Ow.
Why is it so hard?
I don't know, baby. Ow, it's starting to hurt.
I don't know what to do. I'm gonna take it out.
Why are you taking it out? Did the stuff come out?
Yeah.
It's all out.
Yes.
Okay, make sure you have the gauze ready. Or the swallow over there. Maybe it's because I sprayed the numbing stuff.
I don't know, man, but
massage it. What, baby?
it's just very difficult to push. Like that's, I've been doing a lot of injections, and this should not be that difficult.
Maybe because it's oil.
I don't know.
Go ahead and cap it before it starts dripping on the baby.
Yeah, that was not a great first injection, but we did it.
Try again tomorrow.
And it don't hurt at all?
I didn't feel it going in, honey.
Oh, great. I did something right.
That you did right.
But you said it started to hurt after a while?
Yeah. I thought it would take it too long. Well,
I
you
was
take a
trying to
picture-
push it.
Take a picture of where the gauze is so I can show you.
All right. So that was the first progesterone injection. I thought it went horribly. But my wife said that
The
she
good thing
didn't
is I
feel
didn't
it.
feel it go in.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to massage it now. I'm about to lay on my heating pad for like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, she said she didn't feel it, which is good. Because I was afraid that she was starting to start freaking out. But
Me too.
Okay, so let me tell you something real quick. The issue I have so far, and this is the first injection. Obviously, every first injection is always weird, as everything else is when you do it for the first time. The reason why I didn't like it so much is because the actual plunger itself was very tough. Like when I wasn't trying to like Hulk the thing, but I'm sitting there like this, like I'm like pressing really hard on it. I'm like, it shouldn't be this hard. Any needle I've ever used, it was just whoop, and that's it. And anytime I've ever seen anybody use the progesterone needles on YouTube or on video, it's always very easy. So I'm like, it doesn't make sense why this is so difficult. So if I'm going to be administering this, I need answers. Like I need to call somebody. I need to figure this out because it should not be that difficult. Everybody else I've seen do it with the same oil did it with no issues. Like it was not that hard. They just went like that. And I know for a fact if my wife does it by herself, it ain't going to be easy at all. Because if I had to sit there and do that, and I had to sit there and press, she ain't going to be able to do it. There's another type of needle that we have that is much easier. I can feel it, but she doesn't like the needle. So I bet she'll like it, though, if she has to use that other plunger. She'll like it real quick. Because if it don't work the way she needs it to work, then she'll go to that other one.
That needle don't work the way you think it's going to work, I'm going to laugh.
I mean, but I'm just saying, like, as of right now, once again, this is the first injection, so obviously I could be missing something, but it did not go the way I thought it should have went, and the plunger was just too tough. But other than that, she took it well. I've seen tons of people who didn't take it well, and she said she didn't feel it. But with all that cake, it's obvious why she didn't feel it. Oh yeah, not a sponsor. We'll cover that up. But this is dry spray, basically. So she sprayed that on. It doesn't smell great, so that's just a heads up.
And then I cleansed the area.
And cleansed the area.
And what is it called? Sanitize the area.
Yeah.
And then we did it, and literally, he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do it," and I was like, "Okay."
No, I was already doing it.
Yeah, and I was like,
she's like, "Did you do it?" I'm like,
I didn't feel it until like after a while it started to like hurt.
I mean, y'all saw the footage, but in my perspective, I really didn't think I was doing it right. So in her perspective, everything felt like it was going great. So I'm like, obviously something's working. But as I kept pressing down on the plunger, she started to say, okay, now it's hurting a little bit. And so now I'm like, okay. But this is not the worst injection we've ever done. I promise you. The worst injection, the worst injection we ever did had to have been when we were doing the retrieval injections, right? So retrieval injections is when, you do the injections for her to create enough follicles for us to get the eggs. So I remember one day we did an injection and the medication was all over the place, and I did it and she was like, ah! And I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong? And I pulled it out, there was blood and medication. I was like, oh, we messed up. Oh no. But everything went well, obviously, because they retrieved 27 follicles or eggs? 27 follicles. So, of course, throughout the entire journey you guys have been watching, I've always been really nervous and very antsy when it comes to medication and needles. But I'm getting better at it. I think I'm a doctor at this point. I'm a doctor. I should get an honorary doctorate. Doctors freak out too. They don't. You think doctors like looking at blood and cutting people up? Well, never mind. I shouldn't say that. They probably do. We're excited though, guys. And we only have so many days left, and this is why this is so exciting. We're almost there. I mean, we're almost at the finish line. We've worked so hard to get to this point. Years and years of just waiting. And finally, we are almost at the finish line. It's almost our time. And for that to be the case is very exciting. And of course, it's the same idea when people, you've been working at a job for like 5 years and everyone else around you gets promotions and gets raises but you. This is a promotion that I think we're ready for. And obviously we're excited for it because we're willing to do all of this just to do it, just to have the opportunity to do it. So don't give up. It's a tough journey for men and women. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter. It's tough for everybody. And you're strong just for being, you're great just for being strong enough to go through this process and not give up, because this is not for the faint of heart. This is not for just anybody. I mean, if you don't like long suffering, if you don't like pain and, you know, stress and anxiety, this is not the process for you. I've said it before and I'll say it again, because this is for the strongest of people. For the strongest. It's easy just to get pregnant naturally and just go through the pregnancy with no issues, give birth with no issues, but it takes a different type of person to really go through this. And we commend you. We thank you for joining our journey, for watching us, and we just hope that we encourage you to keep going, and we will see where this journey takes us. And we're excited. We're hopeful, obviously, that this journey will end with us holding a child or children. We'll see. We're excited. Babe, you have anything to say?
No, honey.
She ain't got nothing to say. So that means I can keep talking.
For the both of us.
That means I can keep talking. So, you know, once again, for the guys out there watching this, you're doing a great job. Hopefully. Help her out. Do everything you can. For the women watching this, thank you for your hard work. And thank you for just being strong enough to do this, because you didn't have to. You could have adopted. You could did anything else. Anyway, thank you all, and we're gonna keep going. We'll see what happens next, and that's it. She's rocking back and forth. It's actually kind of funny.
I'm trying to walk around as I'm waiting for you to finish this so that I can do what I need to do.
Go walk around. You don't have to worry about me. I'm just recording something. You got your own life and leg. Go ahead, girl. Get your bad self. You ain't going nowhere, no way.
I gotta pee.